What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscean Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk, and today we're gonna talk about what's going on across the pond, bro. The Nicola Bulley case. Man, this is a tragic, sad one. I say tragic because it doesn't. I don't, man. I'm not sure how this one's gonna turn out. It doesn't sound good. But anyways, basically, uh, this British mom, Nicola Bulley, she came up missing about 3 weeks ago, right? And the story is that she had taken her children to school and that she was gonna go walk her dog on the River Wire. Um, and she's a place that she goes like daily, right? So it's nothing out of the ordinary. And so she went, dropped her kids off. She's walking her dog. While she's walking her dog, she's on a conference call, has it on, mute so she could just hear it. And it's just like a normal routine for her, right? Standard Friday. And she goes missing. Now, oh man, you think American missing people situations are crazy? Like, usually we can sleuth out a lot of information pretty quick. And then our law enforcement's pretty on top of most things. So, you get the rumors and you get the hearsay, and the details are a little, foggy at times. But, dude, this case right out the gate was like that. It was like we couldn't get no direct details. And 3 weeks in, the details and the timeline they're still kind of iffy because, like, the witnesses the witnesses are different, man, than here in the States. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like here in the States, people, I mean, they're pretty quick to speak out if they know something, and over there they're just not. It just seems like a little bit more emotionally hardened. Like people mind their own business per se, even when some crazy stuff like this is happening. I don't know, man. It's pretty nuts. But anyway, so the loose timeline or sequence of events that we have is that sometime around, I guess, 9, she was seen walking the dog, and then the next witness sees that the dog is there by itself. The witness, I guess, ties the dog up, sees that the phone's there, but has to go to an appointment, so leaves. Calls her daughter, says something about, hey, do you know so and so that owns this dog, or something to that effect. And they figure out whose dog it is, and they call the school, right? Because they know the lady's kids go to the school. The school calls the husband. So then the husband calls the cops. So that's like that's about as much as we know right now, right? They know where her car is. They don't know where her keys are. They have her phone. So it's just crazy, right? So like right out the gate, law enforcement saying, well, she fell in the river. So we're searching the river. So law enforcement starts doing their search of the river. And then the family actually had reached out to like this special unit that does searches in the water. And they come in and they're amazing, right? They find people, they find things, and they search and they cannot find anything in the river. And the law enforcement, they search the bay because this river flows out to the bay. It's a tidal. It's affected by tide pretty significantly. So they searched that. I mean, they've searched the whole stretch of water, so nothing there. The specialist says if she was in there, I would have found her. So where's she at, right? Now, speculations and rumors start happening about this, about that. Nobody cares to listen to it though, right? Like, because most people, like, we know how that goes. Rumors start popping up because law enforcement don't put out information most of the time. You can't trust it, right? So everybody's speculating. Everybody's like going over maps, trying to dial in the timeline. People in the local area that do TikTok, YouTube, they're doing searches. That's causing problems with some of the locals though. And then finally, yesterday they come out. I think it was yesterday they come out and they're like, they basically cover everything that they did, right? So that everybody knows what they've done so far. And they say, like, they basically cover the fact that she's high risk. Well, they don't want to talk about anything besides that, right? They just say something about her being high risk, but they won't go into it. And then the press conference is over, whatever. 2 hours later, they come back out with a statement saying that she's high risk, that she was having alcohol problems, that were linked to her menopause. Like, I guess, I don't know if she was using that to, deal with the symptoms of the menopause. And then I guess she was also on HRT, and then might have come off the HRT, and had dealt with some depression, and I guess they had possibly had, not possibly, I guess they had a call out to their house at one point over her situation. Now, no victim shaming here at all. My shaming goes straight to the law enforcement, because from what it sounds like, they had that information from the jump. I guess the family had told them this stuff from the jump. So why wouldn't you put that out? Like, in America, like, if it's high risk, if a person's high risk, we putting it out, we're looking immediately. Your local Facebook's gonna be flooded. Like, that's how it goes. So why they didn't tell us right off the gate that, she had these situations that she was dealing with is beyond me, because that changes the whole dynamic. Like, the whole slipping and falling in the river, this and that, especially with how shallow the river is, and at this point in time the flow is not real crazy. That don't make sense, and we're all trying to speculate and figure out something without the most critical important information. And that's that she's going through some, I don't know if you call it mental health, biological health, but basically when you're going through menopause, your hormones are in flux, that can cause depression. And then if you're having to use HRT, any type of hormone therapy, that's going to cause fluctuations in the hormones, which can cause things to be better, or they can cause it to be worse. And then you add possible alcohol abuse, which no shade on her at all. Those that's a lot. That's a complex situation that can cause a person to really be going through some stuff, man. Really be going through some stuff. So that changes the whole idea of like what may have happened to her, So now it's looking more like, like maybe she ran off. And there's a couple scenarios where maybe she just needed time away. You know what I mean? Or, God forbid, she decided to, like, not be here anymore, on Earth. Well, in that case, like, we need to know that too, because that's going to affect how we look for it. So if she ran off and she's hiding out somewhere, regardless if she had help or not, she had to have gone a route where the CCT wouldn't have picked her up, right? And like, she would have had to have some kind of help, I would think. But even if not, I mean, she had to have planned it to some extent. So you think the law enforcement would find something on her phone or her computer or something. But that being said, it would to rule out a lot of places, right? Because if we can know that she didn't get picked up on the CCTV, then that would kind of narrow where to look, right? Or at least what path. And I don't know, I feel like it would just give us a better idea, right? Or there's the other option too, where maybe she didn't run away, just needed some time, but she wanted to just, permanently be gone. And in that case, most women, when they do that, they do it in a way to where it's less impactful on their loved ones. So that being said, like, if I knew that much, I would be looking in that general area, because if she didn't get picked up by a car, another vehicle, she hasn't been seen on close, CCTV or any of that, nobody's seen her. Like, she had to have taken a path where she wasn't picked up on those cameras, but went to somewhere secluded that people don't really go, I would think, in that general area that she can go to if she was going to commit that act. And that's where I'd be searching. So I don't understand why that's such a critical piece of information, and it changes the whole dynamics of the situation, I believe. But yeah, and that's the thing. It's 3 weeks in. This is all we know now. Like, we just found out that critical part. And I'm sure there's more things that we don't know. Obviously, every relationship has its stuff. But man, like, it's baffling. It's baffling. I just don't think she's in that water, though. I don't think she's in that water. So we're looking at, if she's not in the water, then we have three situations, right? We have, she ran away on her own. She went and, unalived herself somewhere, or she was abducted. But you'd think if she was abducted, man, that'd be hard to do in that area, to be abducted and like taken away from that area, because you're talking about having to get her to a vehicle in an area where there's so many closed circuit TVs, and like there's just too many cameras everywhere. Like, how would you do that and not get picked up, or somebody see you with her? I feel like that's a stretch. So that leaves me with those two: is either she intentionally went away, she's somewhere decompressing, and just trying to find the strength to come home, or she's no longer with us. I don't know, guys. I just don't like the vibe of this, man. I don't like the vibe. I don't like the vibe I get from witnesses there. I don't like the vibe that I get. I know, and this is not victim shaming at all, but I don't know. There's just something about the husband. Something's off about him. I understand he's an engineer and they can be really analytical and they're not really like emotional types. There's just something off, man. There's just something off. Something's missing somewhere. I don't know. I don't want to speculate and be putting that type of stuff on any family member or anything, and just in general, that's where you look first. But Ellie saying that they've cleared him completely, I don't know. It just seems like he might know something more about her situation that might help. I don't know. But yeah, guys, this case is insane. The Nicola Bulley case, missing person, mother out of Britain, disappeared near the river wire. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. All the love and prayers to her family, man. All the strength and prayers and blessings to them and her. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to know more about this case, though, if you want a ton of detailed breakdown, bullet points, overhead map view, any of that type of stuff, go check out go check out Grizzly True Crime. Gisla K has the best coverage on this case right now of all the YouTubers that are covering it. She's primarily covering this. She hasn't really broke off of this since it started. Usually a lot of people will pick up on a case when it starts, but they'll filter in other cases in between. She's hardcore on this one, dude. It's like I said, it's obsessive. So if you want to know anything specific about this case more than what I've just kind of give you the overview on, go check out Grizzly True Crime. Get all your information there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. You know the drill. If you could please give me a like down there, maybe share it, comment, but most importantly, if you guys could subscribe, I'd appreciate it greatly. Help me get some growth, get me some more conversation going on in the chat. But yeah, guys, it's your boy, the Piscean Predator. Much love, y'all. I'm out. Peace.